guys and goddesses, what y'all up to? Anyway, want to hit y'all up today, talk to y'all about something that's pretty much been on my heart for a while, and give y'all a little update, okay? So, as you guys know, I do like readings, tarot, intuitive, blah, 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 all that good little stuff, right? Well, it's been on my spirit for a while. It's been on me for a while. And I guess I'm going to have to take that flyer down to, well, I don't know. I'm still praying about this, but pretty much I'm no longer, let me run it back. So, as you know, before I started reading cards, if you guys know my story, go back to the beginning. Before I started reading tarot, whatever, I've always like moved in the spiritual, in the spirit, word of wisdom, word of knowledge. People love to say I've been moving in the prophetic. But now, words, I've always moved in the revelatory gifts, you know what I'm saying? So the gifts of revelation. And honestly, like at the time, I was like, well, I need God to open up my third eye for, like, I can already see in the spirit, but really that was prideful of me to think like that, because I didn't know that I was going to level up to such a, you know what I mean? So, and he's still taking me from glory to glory. So, anyway, what? This car talking about, do I want to take a break? No, I do not. I want to get home. Anyway, 111. I got 111 miles on this car. That's what's up. So, as far as gas, this ain't even my car. But anyway, so I started reading tarot, doing oracle readings and all this good stuff. And, at one point, like, I really just had a lot of fun with it. Like, because it'd be fun. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, it takes so much energy. You know what I mean? And that's only, but I have come to realize, things only drain you when you're not pulling from the true source. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if I am telling you what I feel, I'm moving off of my emotion. Like, this is what I feel like is going on with you, or off my own intellect, my own intuition. I made a video about this a while back, telling y'all the difference between the third eye and revelation. Which would you rather have? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now, and how I started my readings, and I'm gonna start back doing this. I started my readings out by saying, not answering questions, is just, what does the spirit want you to know right now? What does God want you to know right now? And I would pull the cards based on that. You know what I'm saying? But you have people that, like, they want to know about certain things at certain times. I mean, I've been guilty of that as well. Like, want to know stuff, But it's like, what is the spirit? Like, what the spirit wants you to know right now is so much more important than that. And don't get me wrong now, but whenever somebody asks me something, it should be on point. But at the same time, it's like, when I'm moving in the will of the Most High, it's like, God will give you the information. But it's like, if I'm moving in, but at the same time, it's like, God want them to seek that out and find that out. So it can be draining, because it's like, that's not even, we really kind of going against the spirit, because that ain't even what the spirit trying to reveal right now. The spirit wants to reveal this information. And this is just my understanding as far as with my higher self and how I operate with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It's different for everybody, to each his own. Now, as far as the readers are concerned, I really want to get back to doing it that way. Oh snap, there go the popo. I really want to get back to doing it that way, to where I'm just going strictly on what God wants you to know right now. Okay? And if I do something outside of that, then that would be like a tarot reading or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much what I want to do. So that's how I'm going to be doing my readings from now on. I'm going to be just, don't ask me, hey, I want a love reading, unless I tell you, okay, I feel like I'm supposed to do a love reading for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel it coming up in my spirit, or the spirit may have me to do love readings for a group of people or something like that, or some type of something, you know what I mean? But it's just like, for the most part, I'm really, like, I'm so serious right now, especially in this season. I know, we say we're going to do something, and then next thing you know, we're doing something else. But we have to be led, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, right now, the Spirit is leading me in a particular direction. And in this direction, I'm literally going to be assisting people, one, with your spiritual gifts. Two, what is the Spirit calling you into right now? You know what I'm saying? What is the Spirit saying for you right now? What is the advice from the Most High? What is the revelation that's coming from on high right now? I can give a fuck about a boyfriend, because that's usually what people want to know about. Like, love readings are so popular. It's like, damn, like, oh God, another love reading request. Oh my God. And especially when you, like, tell the same person the same shit all over and over and over again. Like, when you tell them something they don't want to hear, you know what I mean? But no, it's like, at the end of the day, what it come down to with love, you're going to have to raise your vibration of yourself, your self-love, your self-worth, and you'll attract the love that you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Don't settle in between. I mean, that's just what it comes down to. At the end of the day, that's what that shit comes down to. You shouldn't even need a love reading, because you should already know what's up. I mean, I still do those, like I said, but I said all of that to say this. This is the grand scope of things that I want to share with you guys, okay? So, I'm still going to do the other stuff, okay? However, anything that the Most High tells me to tell you, I'm not charging for that shit no more. If you tell me you want to know what God is saying for you right now, that is free. I don't feel right charging about stuff like that. Like, I just can't charge when I know that God is saying to give you a message. You know what I'm saying? Now, and how I might just say, hey, God got a message for you. Do you mind if I give you this message? Because I've always done that. I've been doing that since, I can't even tell you when. Since a long, very, very, very long time. And I've gone away from it. I've come back to it. I've gone away from it and come back to it. Because I didn't know how to cultivate my gifts. I didn't have training. I would always get into it with leadership, because I was up against narcissistic spirits, also known in the church world as like Jezebel spirits, you know what I mean, where they come to basically silence you, put you in a cage, because they don't want you to flourish in your true giftings, because they recognize who you truly are. They know who you are when you get there. You know what I'm saying? So some of y'all might be watching this video right now because y'all may have experienced some sort of church hurt, or even in the spiritual community, where you were very powerful, and people recognize that. They know that you don't even have to speak. You don't have to toot your horn. You don't have to go on and on about what all you can do and how powerful you are. They know it. You know what I'm saying? People see that shit on your life, man. And people either are attracted to it, or they withdraw from you. They either attract to you, or they withdraw from you and reject you. And it's like, when they, some of the ones that are attracted to it, they're attracted to it because they want to be able to do the same thing. You know what I mean? But at the same time, they're envious and they can't handle it, so they end up finding a way to reject you, and they try to make you hate yourself. They try to make you feel like something's wrong with you because they don't like what you carry on the inside of you. Not even that they don't like it. They don't like the fact that they don't possess what's on the inside of They don't possess what's on the inside of you. They can't control what's on the inside. They can't understand how come you were blessed with these particular giftings. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I said all that to say, when the messages are from the Most High, which every reading I've ever done, I've always prayed to the Most High. I always have done that. You know what I mean? But, for instance, if I go live and I say, all right, I'm doing readings, you know what I'm saying? I'm not using no cards, it's just whatever the Most High say. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let y'all know. You know what I mean? And the reason why I have to do this, why I'm compelled to do this, is because I don't even know if I ever told y'all the story, man. But I'm going to tell y'all the story. This shit been like, it's just something that has always haunted me. And even though my friend girl, you know, a friend of mine, she was like, you know, she seen him in the spirit, that for him to tell me that he was okay, but it's still something that haunts me to this day. There was this guy on my 31st birthday. I had not seen him since I was around 18, 19. It was after high school. You know, we would see each other when we was out, you know, partying and stuff. You know how you see people when you out at the club. So it was one of those situations the last time I had saw him. So I hadn't seen him since then. My 31st birthday, my uncle threw me a dinner. Him and my grandma, they threw me like a dinner party at my grandmother's house. And we left real late. I had my ex-boyfriend's mom in the car with me because she came down. And I had my kids, my children, and I had my little cousin with me all in the car. So we left my grandmother's house like every bit of like 1-something in the morning. Took my ex-boyfriend mama home. And then we drove on home. But we stopped at the gas station because I was like, I need to clean my car. I'm telling y'all, I don't like my car to be dirty. I really don't. That shit irks me. So anyway, I stopped to clean my car. I go inside, pay for the car wash. I turn around. It's this dude I know from middle school. We met in middle school. He was always cool little dude. You know, just a cool little dude. You know, he was just one of them dudes that was just cool. It really wasn't too much you could say about him, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, long story short, he on a red t-shirt, a herringbone, some blue jean shorts. And I can't even remember what kind of shoes he had on, but I remember that. You know what I'm saying? Fresh haircut. I remember that shit. And red is my favorite color, so I just can't forget it. Now, mind you, it's in November. My birthday November 30th. So this was that weekend. And, so it wasn't even cold though, because it was warm enough for him to have on shorts. Anyway, long story short, man, this dude, when I turned around from paying for my car wash, he's standing behind me, like, what's up, Martina? And I'm like, hey, like, how you doing? As soon as I spoke to him, I heard the Spirit say, minister to him. And I'm like, man, that dude ain't trying to hear that right now. Like, that's what I'm telling my spirit, you know. And you can feel when the Spirit rises up in you, man. It be such a calm, soft, it's a still small voice for real. Like, for real. It's like, it really just be sitting like behind your ear right here. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I heard the Spirit say, minister to him. I was like, he ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, these kids outside, I gotta go. I get in the car, and I hear the Spirit say it again. I'm like, oh, because I went in the store. Matter of fact, I didn't pay for the car wash. I went in to get some quarters or something for the vacuum cleaner. I don't know what I was doing. I think I did pay for the car wash, too. Anyway, long story short, when I got back in the car and I'm counting up, as I remember having quarters in my hand, counting up the quarters, hear the Spirit again say to go minister to him. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. I go through the car wash my car, take the kids home, y'all, you know, go to bed. I ain't think nothing else happened. 2 months later, that January, I see it all over Facebook. Rest in peace, rest in peace. Like, oh my God, what happened? You know what I'm saying? It ain't even hit me that it's him, because I didn't even know he was on, like, he wasn't even on Facebook that I knew of. We weren't Facebook friends, if he was. got murdered. And it just really hurt me. He wasn't somebody that, you know, I had no bond with or nothing like that. I just went to middle school with the dude, you know. Then that was February. It was January 2012. About a little after a month later, like February 24th, I had the dream that he came and he told me, no, he didn't come to me. Basically, he was in like a holding cell. Literally like the old-fashioned jail cells with the bars on them. He was in a cell like that, and he was just telling me like, yo, Martina, don't let nobody come here, man. This ain't what they want, man. And he was just crying, like begging me and pleading with me, like, please do not let nobody come here. This ain't what they want. I promise you it ain't what they want. I'm like, okay. You know, so like, dang, you know, I woke up and I heard, tell them it's real. So that was that. This all the way in 2012. So, you know, I didn't know if that was like, you know, even when I look back now, like, is this something fear-based because of, you know, me beating myself up for not ministering to him that night and, you know, not opening my mouth to say whatever the Spirit would have had me to speak to him that night. I don't know. You know, having blood on my hands, you feel me? But at the same time, I look at it like, okay, another dude, he died that same, he died that following year, that following January. He got murdered. Had just ran into this dude, went to high school with this dude. Just ran into him. And he, we had exchanged numbers or whatever. And we were just talking, and I didn't really go into depth with him about, like, you know, his spiritual life or whatever. But we just had a little conversation. And so he ended up getting murdered, like, the following week. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? You know. Then I look back, I think about this girl now. This is one reason why I had started. This girl right here, when this stuff happened to this girl, this is all the way back in 2010. Okay? Why I started doing this. This girl, I had just met her. I went to an open mic. Big Cat Records had an open mic. And was it Big Cat open mic? Nope, that wasn't Big Cat open mic. This was some other open mic shit that I had went to, because I used to rap. So went to this open mic, and the girl, I come outside, and the girl like, Miss Quitweed. And I'm like, oh, what's that? Because I had a song called Quitweed. I'm like, who was that? Or whatever. So I looked, and she reached her hand out the window, introduced herself, and she was telling me, you know, me and you both work with such and such, you know, the man who was my engineer at the time. And I'm like, oh, she was like, yeah, girl, I love your music. I've been telling him I want to work with you. I can't wait to work with you. I'm like, oh, that's what's up, girl. I want to work with you too, because I always love to do collaborations like this. I love to do collaborations. So, man, this girl, I guess we exchanged information. She gave me her CD or something. I gave her my CD. Cause I don't even know I can't remember if she gave me one of hers or not. I don't remember. It's been so long. However, that's neither here nor there. The important part remains is this. That happened on a Thursday night going over into a Friday morning. That Saturday morning, I got a phone call from the dude. You know what I'm saying? He telling me, hey, you know that girl? Now, this the engineer. You know that girl you met the other night? I'm like, yeah, how you know about that? You know what I'm saying? You know she got killed last night. I'm like, what? She got killed last night. I said, oh my God, are you serious? Me and this girl was the same age, man. I was 28 years old at the time. She had a boy and a girl. Our children were the same age. And it just wasn't making sense to me. It wasn't making sense to me. Like, how come I saw this girl at the end of her life? This is not the... That was one reason why I had started, like, making gospel music. Because my mama asked me, she said, well, because the guy who told me that she died, he said, man, you know what's crazy? I said, what? He said, yesterday we rode around all day listening to your whole CD. We listened to your music the whole day yesterday. She just kept saying how she wanted to work with you. I'm like, for real? So my mama said, this is what my mama asked me, if that was the last thing that she would have heard, you know, that was the last thing she heard before she died, was there anything on your CD that would have led her to God? And I was like, not really. You know what I'm saying? Really wasn't. I had one song called The Secret Life, and it was really talking about, like, law of attraction and stuff like that. But it was nothing on there that would tell somebody about the Most High or finding yourself or your spirituality or Christ or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was on there like that. And so I was like, darn. So I had started making gospel music at that time, you know. But I said all of that to say this. There's a lot of people who I have run into. I can go on and on about stories like that. I'll tell y'all more at another time if y'all want to hear them, where I met people at the end of their life here on earth. And it just would be like, why did I just meet that person? Not somebody that you just ran into, but it was like I was supposed to say something to them. With that girl, I should have had a message for her. You know, just something. Like, I should have been open to the Most High to tell her whatever it is I supposed to have gave her. You know what I'm saying? The dude, I knew I was supposed to say something to him. The other dude, I mean, we kind of talked about it, but not really. You know what I mean? And there's other people that I have met along the way that I'm like, dang, man. So this is why I say I can't charge for no shit like that. I just can't, because that message could really be something that can be pivotal or a turning point in somebody's life. That message can actually, you know, we ride on roads, you know what I'm saying? They could have been at a fork in the road and they just happened to take the wrong path. Not even so much take the wrong path, because I think about those deaths were tragic deaths. Every last one of them had gotten shot. I don't feel like that was their portion. I don't feel like that was, you know, it could have been there. Some people will say, well, that was their soul contract. They signed up for that. But I feel like with soul contract, I feel like you can, I feel like I feel like the enemy can end your purpose before it's time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not aligning yourself, like, which we straight off the path all the time. But I feel like the enemy can creep in and just snatch that from you. Just like the man was talking about them putting people's souls and consciousness into some fucking software type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, the enemy I feel like the enemy, he can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do. So, I really can't bullshit when it comes to giving somebody a message from the Most High, man. I cannot do that. I can't bullshit around with that. And it's never going to be anything that's gloom and doom. It's never going to be anything. It's always going to be coming from a place of faith, hope, and love. Period. You know, it don't have to be no warning and all scary and, oh my, you know, it doesn't have to be anything like that. I'm just saying, when it comes to me doing these messages from now on, they're going to come from, which they always have, but anything that's coming directly from the Most, if I hear the Most High say, tell them, okay, Lord, I can't charge for that, because it's not coming from my intuition. It's coming from on high. It's a big difference. You take it how you want to take it. Some people say, well, you know, your intuition, da-da-da-da-da. We had intuition, but I feel like if, I just feel like I know so. It's not even I feel like. Everybody has intuition. And we can follow our intuition all day long. You know what I'm saying? Your intuition, it depends on how you vibrating, too. You know what I'm saying? But when the Most High step in, that shit is different. It is way different. So I just want to share that with y'all. I'm no longer going to be charging for readings. Okay? Readings are free. As far as, you know, if you want to hear what the Most High is saying, that's free. I can't charge you for that. You can always send a donation if you want to. That's on you. I really don't even feel right about that. But, yeah, readings are free. Now, as far as like some tarot shit, that's different because I'm using, at that point, that's divination. That's me using a tool combined with my intuition, combined with the Most High, combined with the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's different because to me, that's more so like counseling. But when it's just straight on a word from on high, I can't charge for it. This why I can't even charge for healing no more. Like, at one point, because that's when I was learning, you know, I was taught, well, you know, it has to be an equal energy exchange, but this shit ain't it's never going to be an equal energy exchange, because if I'm performing, it ain't even me that's doing the fucking healing. I'm the vessel. So how is it an equal energy exchange? It ain't even my energy. That shit comes from on high. If it was, I mean, really, because if it was my energy, I would make myself skinny. Not skinny, but, you know, how I was built probably about 10 years ago. Shit. Like, word. Like, that's just straight up. I would just be like, shh. All right. But it ain't for me. It ain't for me. I'm just an open channel, man. I'm just open for the Most High to do as He please with me. So, like I said, I love y'all. You live and you learn. You know, that's just pretty much what God done pretty much dealt with me about. That's why I ain't really just been doing no readings like that, because it just ain't been in my spirit to charge for that shit no more, man. I just can't charge for certain things. Now, I have many products, okay? Many products that the Lord has inspired me to make. You're more than welcome to purchase those. But when it comes to healing, which is God doing the work, can't charge for it. When it comes to ministering, I guess you can call it that, but just being the oracle for the Most High, I can't charge for that. Anything outside of that, yeah, it comes with a price. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to know more stories about me meeting people at the end of their path, let me know. Or just any other story, just let me know. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I do want to build this platform up. I do have also, y'all, if you go on Facebook, I did form a group called the International Network of Healers and Light Workers. I also put it on Clubhouse because we're about to start this fast on April 17th. And I just want to help people as much as I can to tune into their gifts. You know, I'm open to be helped as well, of course. Like, you know what I'm saying? Iron sharpens iron, as a friend sharpens a friend. And I feel like you always have to be teachable. We do not fucking know it all, man. We don't know it all. We really do, though. But we don't. You know what I'm saying? While we're in these bodies, we're having to learn this shit all over again. We're remembering. I have a friend girl on Clubhouse. She says shit all the time. Yeah. I'm just, you know, we gotta remember, and that's what we doing. We walking through this because we already know. We already experienced all of this shit, but now we having to remember it. So, we in a way we really do know it all, because we've already experienced it, but we just don't remember the experience. So, that's going to be that. I've talked long enough. I love you guys. Y'all have a good one.